Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. May the peace and blessing of Santa Sarah and all the gypsies be with you. Well, today I have a video topic that you, my subscribers, requested. You ask and the gypsy delivers. As I always say, if you have suggestions for videos, please leave them in the comments. And I'll make them as I am able to hear. But first, for those of you who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe and activate the notification bell. And invite your friends and family to get to know the gypsy. Gypsy of goodness, gypsy of light. The gypsy answering your questions in a precise and objective way. You can also follow me on Instagram at Sula, Gypsy of Light. There you'll find feedback from my consultations. There are also tips for spells. You'll see a bit of my daily life there. A little bit of my personal life so you can get to know the gypsy better. Just a reminder for those of you reaching out to me on WhatsApp to request work, to break up couples, or to harm people. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you're looking for the wrong gypsy. Here, it's gypsy of light, gypsy of good. A gypsy doesn't do any kind of work to harm people, because everything we do, whether good or bad, comes back to us. I don't want to reap bad things, I only want to reap good things. That's why I'm known as the gypsy of light. Now, if you want work, which actually isn't work, they're rituals, gypsy rituals, for prosperity, for love, not binding spells, but for love, to bring true love, for sensuality, for women who want to express their sensuality outward, for health, for business, or to break any kind of negative energy. Yes, to break it, yes. What kind of light mandala do I make? If you're interested, contact me and I'll make it with all my heart, okay? But if you're going to do evil, you're looking for the wrong gypsy. Okay, let's get to the video. My writing asked me to, suggested it to me. Something very interesting about his name is Kurt Cobain. I hope I pronounced it right. Kurt Cobain. He was the lead singer of Nirvana. He tragically passed away as a young man on the very 5th day of April in the year 1994. At the age of only 27, his journey came to an end. They said it was suicide. What the writing wants to know is whether it was indeed suicide or murder. He says that people have doubts regarding the death of this man, this young man. Of course, I took care to get his name full. And indeed, his name is Kurt Cobain. The last name is the middle and his date of birth. They're here with me, right? And I'm going to draw. You ask, the gypsy does. Every day there are new videos on the Gypsy's channel. Here I do a mix of all kinds of readings that you want. Readings about love, about business, about celebrities, about cases. Anyway, you keep sending suggestions to help us out. Help our channel grow and stay active. I created this channel with the purpose of bringing light and clarity to more and more people. So your participation is very important, okay? For those who want or are interested in a private consultation, please contact me on WhatsApp, which is listed here on my page, also on my cover photo, and also here in my video. And then you'll have all the information. But let's go. Well, I'm going to start with a general overview, as I always do. A general look at what actually happened on April 5th, 1994. Actually, I'll do a general overview of his life, a basic overview with 9 cards, to get some insight into his life. Then I'll draw about. After that, I'll draw about what happened on April 5th, 1994. And then I'll wrap up with one more general reading, just to confirm the spread, okay? Let's do a general reading of his life to see if it reveals something to me about this guy, known as Kurt Cobain. 22nd of 67, 22nd of 67, 22nd of 97, a general reading. I always start with a general spread of 9 cards. The cards are always face down. I only turn the cards over for you, show them one by one, and explain the meaning of what the cards say. I trust them. It's been over 30 years. I was practically born reading cards. Besides being a gypsy by lineage, I'm also a tarot reader, holistic therapist, and numerologist. I trust what my cards say very much. I do a general reading about the life of this young man known as Kurt Cobain. Yes, of course, the death card came up, right? After all, we're talking about a young man who died, so it has to be confirmed. Here we have the anchor, death, the cross, and the anchor. We have to confirm that we're talking about someone who has passed away. This is a sign that the reading has opened, so you can take a good look at what came up. Here it represents him as the gypsy, but in this case, he's not actually a gypsy, okay? The gypsy card means him as a man. Here, a woman, probably his wife. He also had a very trustworthy friend who appeared as the knight, and his paths were very difficult. I see very difficult paths for him in his life, very difficult. Despite the success, the money, the fame, which is the sun card, the fish card indicates that he was drowning in his own sadness. He probably had depression, he was dissatisfied with his life. Although he had so much financial success, as the sun card says, but here, the card confirmed that it was about someone already deceased, and it comes up, I don't know why yet, but we will find out. Because it's his wife, a friend, very, very, very trustworthy, someone he cared about a lot. With the knight card, here it appears, him, here the card of his wife, the paths, and the card of, where are you, knight? I drew you. The knight is hidden, but anyway, let's leave the knight aside. The knight is his friend. It's probably a friend, a very trustworthy person. Well, the reading has opened up. I always do a general spread, always in all my readings regarding a person or a case to see if the cards have opened up. And you can clearly see that the reading has opened up. So now I want to know what happened on April 5th, 1994, with a young man known as? His name was Kurt Cobain, but his full name has another name in the middle that I won't pronounce. And his date of birth? What happened? On the day of his passing, April 5th, 1994, he died in Seattle in the United States. That's correct, everyone. God forgive me, my English isn't all that great, you know? Very well. April 22nd, 2017. What happened on the day of his passing, April 5th, 1994? Let's see what happened on April 5th, 1994. A general reading of 9 cards, as always. Here on this coast, it's just windy. It's been raining for 5 days, and it's just windy. And for my little candle from Ojo de Gorda to stay lit here, it's tough. I'll try to light it again before I draw the cards for you, okay? It's tough here. I'm going to break up, but I can't do it. I light the candle, then put it out. Soon I'll be flying out of here with the tent. I'm feeling weak. Let's go. So let's see what happened on April 5th, 1994, which was the day he died. His friend, who came up in the general reading, came up again. Many of the cards repeated themselves, of course. We're talking about the same person, and we're using the same deck, so the cards have to repeat. His friend, very loyal, a really good person, okay? Someone who still seems suspicious about his death to this day. Here it shows me a loyal friend. The dog card means a loyal friend, okay? A loyal friend, and it shows me card 13. The child, which means love through innocence. In other words, this friend of his doesn't believe that his death was a suicide. Even to this day, okay? Let's look at the other cards so you can understand, all right? The friend has nothing to do with the death, on the contrary. Here it shows me a loyal friend, a friend who still doesn't believe in this. In the case of him having committed suicide, as was said. The card repeats itself, the death card came up, indicating that he died. And here again he appears, represented in the center, which was him, and next to him, his wife, as you can see. The death card, him dead, and his wife beside him. Here the Tower card also came up for me. The Tower means something very serious happened. Of course, he ended up dying, but something very serious happened. Something very serious was done to him. It was committed against him. Why was this harm committed against him? You say, with absolute certainty. That secret brother of mine from the stars. This guy was probably at the peak of his fame and wealth when this happened. And the cruel, harsh whip that was used on him, it was the very same one. Came and cut it off. That's success. Do you see? The cards are clear. Why do I turn the cards over for you? Am I making myself clear? Because here, the reading, of course, the reading is honest. Over time, you'll start reading cards with me. It's very clear here. But what does his wife have to do with it? His death. The question, for those who understand, for someone who reads between the lines, maybe, I don't know. I like to confirm everything. It came out that he died, right? It came out that a friend of his didn't accept his death, to this day, as if it was suicide. And his wife came up for me. Next to it, the whip card. The whip is when someone really gets to us, okay, guys? I'll explain this to you right now. And the Tower, which means something was done to destroy him, like everything falling apart. I want to know if the death in Seattle, in the United States, of Kurt Cobain, lead singer of Nirvana, on the night of April 5th, 1994, was suicide or murder. Let the cards confirm it. I always say that time is the symbol of truth, and time reveals the truth shown in the cards. Always. Suicide. Or perhaps it could be murder, or maybe even suicide, or once again, it could be murder. Let the reading begin, and let's see where this story takes us. Let's draw a general spread of 9 cards. 1, 2, 3. Can you see them? But I've already laid out the cards for you to see. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with the cards at the bottom. I'm going to have to repeat this reading. I asked the question, what happened? On April 5th, 1994, was it suicide or was he murdered? And here I get the stone cards, right at the center of the spread. Here I draw the innocence of a child. Here I actually get both the house card and also the letter card. These are business matters, it's about money. And this house represents the family. I'm not even going to show you the other cards. I want to confirm this reading to be sure of what I'm saying. Ah, yes. The hot card also came up for me. Something emotionally involved. I'm going to confirm before showing you the other cards. Let the reading be confirmed. Kurt Cobain, the lead singer of Nirvana, born on the 22nd of February 1967 and died on the 5th of April 1994. Was he actually murdered or did he truly commit suicide? This mystery still haunts fans today. I'm going to shuffle these cards really well. Very well, these cards. To be sure of what I'm going to draw. Because the cards don't lie, and the gypsy even less so. Let's draw a general spread of 9 cards. Here are the 9 cards. The stones, valuable money, and also some mysterious hidden things. Here I get the death card confirming it. At a time when he was at the peak of his success. And here, the past card as well. He still had a lot ahead of him. The stones indicate that there were obstacles in his path. Many obstacles in his path. And the child card comes up for him a lot. A lot. It's the 3rd or 4th time the child card has come up for him. This card it represents to me kindness of heart, naivety, above all, pure feelings. Probably someone who liked children and animals. For a card like this to come up, here, the hidden things. And the stork? The bouquet? It was death that took him. For countless reasons, including business, money. The reading is very clear. This young man was murdered. He did not commit suicide. I don't see any card that points to suicide. If you allow me to extend this reading a bit more, I just want to know if he was killed by someone close to him or not. It's okay? But he was killed. He was murdered. By someone he initially trusted, but later came to distrust. This comes to mind from the child's letter. It wasn't his friend. It wasn't, of that I am absolutely certain. Who was it? Who committed the murder? Kurt Cobain. Let the game begin. We've already seen that he was murdered. The cards don't indicate suicide, even though he was going through problems with several things. The stone card, which probably means obstacles, depression. It could be alcohol use or drugs as well. But it wasn't suicide, no, that I can guarantee you. His life was taken. This card confirms it. Okay? Yes, it was. Again, the child's card comes up for me. The child's card represents innocence, purity, kindness. It was someone close to him. And it was someone connected to his heart. Remember that card that came up? It was this person who took his life. Look at the scythe card. Who brought death, who made everything fall apart, since the Tower card had already come up too. Although he had a man, again confirming, he was at the height of the stars, of money, of fortune, of success. And he had a good path ahead of him. And despite the depression, or maybe some substance, the card of stones, of obstacles, he was betrayed. I clarify the reading through the position in which the cards appear. Each position in which a card appears, of course, besides being a gypsy and sensitive, I work with spiritual mentors of light. I don't work alone. And each card, when next to another card, has a different meaning, okay? In this case, this snake represents the betrayal that was committed by someone close to him, related to the heart. There's nothing more that needs to be said, right? If the guy wasn't gay, then it's about a woman who set him up. Did this person commit the murder? Him? Or did this person have him killed? Let's draw one more card and I'll wrap up this reading. This is heavy, huh? It's heavy. And I like to draw things of light. I like to draw good things. But I can't always do that. It's not all rosy, right? We have to be realistic and things need to be clarified. So let's go. Let's get to the question. Someone connected to his heart, someone he trusted at first, and then he started to become suspicious, but he still had a certain innocence toward this person, despite the conflicts in his life, as we saw in the stone card. This person committed the murder because he was murdered. That already came up for me. Or did someone order this person or order someone else to kill him? This is my final take regarding Kurt Cobain's death. 9 more cards. Well, the cards repeated themselves. The cards that refer to someone close, family, the house card, someone who took his life, who was someone connected to his heart. This remains hidden, right, folks? I mean, it remains hidden from the United States justice system because in my reading, it doesn't stay hidden at all. You understood the reading, right? Which ended up sinking his life for good. There's not even any need to read the other cards. Here it represents a funeral, death, along with the representation of the scythe that cut his life short, because the question I asked was whether the person connected to his heart ordered someone to do it or did it herself. And the reading is very clear. A woman, someone connected to his heart whom Principer trusted a lot. Someone close, home, family, directly took his life. He had a wonderful life ahead of him. Although I see a card that represents depression, I see a card that represents someone who was lost, but a person who would never, since I judge him very clearly, he would never commit suicide. He was murdered by someone. Connected to the heart, to someone close, house 4, family. For someone who was impulsive, he trusted, and then he started to become suspicious. It seems like he sensed that this person would end up taking his life. And if it's the life of such a young man, I can only be amazed, right? Up until now, no one has discovered how or why, or rather, there have been clues left. But he hasn't. He did not commit suicide. He was murdered. I'm very happy to see this. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a little longer, more extensive, because I wanted to be more precise. I wanted to confirm some cards. For anyone who has video suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Your participation is very important. I want you to interact with me. I want you to give constructive criticism. In short, help me. Help the channel grow. I created the channel with the purpose of bringing light and clarity to as many people as possible. So that's my goal, and I really want this channel to grow. I depend on you a lot for that. And I do everything with a lot of care and responsibility. Well, tomorrow we'll have a new video. If our Heavenly Father allows and Santa Sarah blesses us, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please share my videos, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram as well. All right? A kiss from the gypsy, all the light in the world, and all the protection of this earth. See you tomorrow. Uapcha.